Hello, and welcome back to Crush Improv Plays Dungeons & Dragons. It's been a month since we've been here doing this, but everybody's back. And in the peak of health, and enjoying summer, I feel like we should have that moment of, what did everybody do for this summer? Back into school. How was everybody's summer, everybody?
A-okay.
I finally joined the Jays starting rotation, and I really feel like I'm starting to get into my rhythm.
Excellent.
We're making a strong push for the playoffs. Hope to have that top wildcard spot. Who knows? We may even win the division. So that's been my summer.
Excellent. Are you that role that's in between second and third base, the sort of second shortstop?
No, I'm pitching, Andrew.
Nice.
I'm pitching.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I always thought of you as a pitcher, so that works.
And don't let my poutine eating throw you off.
Okay.
You're trying to bulk up.
Trying to bulk up.
Yeah, put on the carbs. That works.
Yeah.
Just want to gain hand weight, though.
I wear a lot, like when I eat this, I wear a series of elastics on my body to sort of channel where
Guide it all.
to guide it. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of
that's
science
fair.
to back that. There's blogs upon blogs.
Like, look how big my hand is now. See?
Oh my god,
In
that
relation to my
that poutine diet's really
In
working.
relation to
it's
my head.
working.
I think I can see a sixth finger coming in there. Dan.
Yeah.
That's how he makes his curveball.
Andrew,
The six-finger curveball.
Andrew, that was the Jordan, that was the pogo I had earlier. The
trick is you don't chew it.
That's right.
That's
right.
Just
Stick it on.
It has to pop up back.
Some Vaseline, and you don't want to eat the stick, but you pop the it's a science.
You don't want to, but
I don't want to do
Sometimes.
this, but I'm being paid a lot of money, and when they're showing you the bucks, you comply.
Should we redo this whole thing and just make it sports hack tips? You know, I'm sure everybody can contribute. Dungeons and Dragons is so passé. Well, it has.
I'm sure
been-
Tirgar eats a lot of poutine also.
Yes, I think you would.
So much has happened, I'm sure, on all our lives, but very little has happened in our characters' lives. When last we left them, their erstwhile castaway Tandia suffered a transformation that turned him into the weakened, wizened ship's man that he was into a huge, lumbering, bony demon monster thing who is snarling and still screaming at you all. Why don't I take us to the boat? If I can find it here. There it is. And have everyone roll for initiative, unless you want to try and do something non-combat-y. I mean, he's interested in doing something combat-y, but...
Let's roll.
I'm gonna roll with my actual dice because I haven't opened up North Star yet.
Yeah, sure. Bring it on.
Ooh, Steen.
Oh,
Nice roll.
I hate being.
Oh, I also rolled a 19.
Ooh, I hope you.
Oh wait, I just rolled the DM. Why did I
That
do
works.
that?
I got it here.
Okay.
What do I add? How long have I been playing that
I
I,
know, right?
still don't freaking remember my proficiency bonus? No, initiative.
Wait,
there it is.
There's actually
Oh.
some
21.
card initiative, yes.
I'm
What is
21.
going on? Are these people we're fighting?
Those are our buddies.
I'm so sorry. I don't see the main dude on here, and I'll put him on. I thought I
Those
said...
are
He's
just
in
our
the top
buddies.
left corner. Tandia is on the top left corner.
He's
This
in the
is our
water.
ship that
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
looking
there
at.
he is. Thank
See,
you.
right here.
Let's move him over here,
Okay.
where he's supposed to be. Why did
Andrew, I rolled a 6.
Cool. I will put him down. Why isn't he moving?
Dan, did you buy or make your poutine?
We made it from scratch
Wow.
Yeah.
You made your own
It's gonna be one of
potatoes.
those
with
days.
St.
little
Albert's
North Star.
cheese curds.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
If you wish to make poutine from scratch, you must first invent the universe. Dan.
Yeah, St. Albert said that.
St.
Wow.
Albert said that. Yeah.
Not sure why he's not moving. All right, well, maybe I'll just
In
try
the
creating
Gospel of St. Albert.
Sorry, everybody.
I was thinking of that Glenn Gower joke the other day for no reason when there was the fire at the St. Albert Cheese Factory. It was really bad because all that was left was debris.
That's pretty good.
It was good.
Was that one of his New Year's jokes?
I know. It was at the Elmdale, I remember. I was just... oh, no, I guess I drove by St. Albert the other day and thought of that retort.
Which
What's up,
cat
kitty bitty?
is... There we go. Okay. I figured there's a cat that's demanding attention right now.
It's
It's
not mine.
kitty
She's asleep.
bitty.
Actually, kind of. This is supposed to be the chair that's behind this desk, but she took it, so I had to swap chairs and move her to the side there.
That's great.
Okay. Did Tandia show up finally?
Oh, yeah.
Finally. Huzzah.
Okay, Vecna.
Yeah, that. So Tandy is the sick elf or dwarf or whatever that was on.
Human.
We found.
Thank you.
It
Yeah.
was a human. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, and he has I'll get everybody's initiative. God, it's been so long. Okay, there we go. Got everybody's initiative. Jordan, you said yours was 12?
No, I said mine was 6.
Is 6 initiative. I have updated you appropriately. Excellent.
Half of 12.
That's too bad. Well, and you know whose
Hey,
initiative
but I
is
get,
12?
I think, a 6-point bonus for being honest about that. I could have just let 12 slide.
I'm sure it'll come back to help you in a variety of ways.
Okay.
So, and Tanya goes on to 12. So we'll start with Glonda at 21. And
Hold
Shuri-
on. Hold on.
Hold on.
I know Brooke also rolled a 19, but her initiative here says 12.
Well,
So-
that would mean Emilian should update her initiative on her token to.
Well,
Am
I told the DM, and I thought that would have been sufficient.
I thought that's what it was happening to.
Fair enough.
Fix my-
Fair enough. I can do it for you. I'm happy to do it for you.
No, I've got it. My initiative is 21.
Okay.
Update.
Aha!
And I'm gonna update mine here because mine was 12, which still.
Excellent.
I didn't want to
Oh, no.
go first if you should have been first.
Understood.
enough.
Thank you.
Well, you can decide between the two of you who wants to go first.
Oh, I don't want to go first.
I don't mind. I'll do it.
All right, looking at you, Brooke, what is Nimrilian going to do on the sight of this horrible transformation? And he's both gnashing his teeth, whipping his head around, sort of slapping the side of his head and screaming, "Ah!" in a horrific kind of way.
Lovely. Well, in terms of like physical attacks, I actually don't have a lot that would. I've got my chromatic orb, which is a classic. Because my lightning bolt, I suppose, would do damage to our boat, right? So I kind of don't want to do that.
History has said that when you have shot a lightning bolt, it usually, well, in your angle, you're above him on the
Yeah.
rear castle right now.
Yeah.
The poop deck, I believe they call that.
So I guess I'll just do good old classic chromatic orb, and I can do it at a higher level to add an extra d8. So maybe I'll do that. I'll do chromatic orb at level 2, which would mean that I'm going to be doing 4 d8 damage rather than just 3.
I'm excited to see this happen.
Okay, and then I will choose, by the way, to do cold. For
Ooh,
fun.
cold damage, right on.
Yeah, so I roll a d20.
You roll to attack him, that's right.
Oh, and then my spell thingy is right at the top. 8, so 19.
19 is a hit. You can do
Delightful.
your damage.
I will roll 4 d8s. Well, frig off. All right.
Remind me, has Goblin done anything to us yet, or are we just attacking him because he looks like the Goblin?
We rolled for initiative. That's why she's
Okay.
she's attacking because he's taking a stance of he's
He's
not
looking
gonna.
very aggressive, yeah.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Nim wouldn't normally do that, but I think she's learned that waiting around isn't actually helpful. So she's just going for it.
So, you blast him with your chromatic orb, and he parts of him freeze up from the blast, and he reels a bit, but he is otherwise unfazed.
Okay, but it did do minor damage.
It appears to have done minor damage. Bones have chipped off and fallen to the deck.
Grody, love it.
Did you want to do anything else? Move, bonus action? Featuring?
Oh, I think I'm okay. I'll let other folks. What is his? Do I know? I guess I don't know what his initiative is. So.
His initiative is 12. You do know.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, so I know that other folks are going to get closer to him and start attacking him on their turns.
I don't know if you know that at all.
She does know that. She knows that. She knows her team pretty well. That they're going to go in swinging. So I think she's happy to stay where she is and support from where she is.
Okay, then we'll go next to Galanda at 21.
Yeah, right. I want to try something I've never tried before.
Oh no! I mean, yes, looking forward to it.
Okay. I want to try and charm him with Crown of Madness if you would consider him to be a humanoid.
Well, he was a humanoid up until about 30 seconds ago.
But he is no longer a humanoid?
He was human 30 seconds ago, so could now he be a humanoid?
Nice distinction. In D&D, the term humanoid is meant to encompass player race types. So elves, dwarves, halflings, all that.
Not monsters?
But not monsters, yeah.
Okay. Very good. Okay, I'm gonna... You know what then? Is he still thawing?
He has just been... You were acting on the same initiative, so he has just been blasted with a... he's in the process of being blasted with this chromatic orb. If we were looking at it in bullet time, like you're acting just as that bolt is coming in and whacking him.
Okay.
You're seeing blasts of ice shards and snow flacking off of him.
Okay.
It's very dramatic.
And each snowflake is unique.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Then I won't use my heat stuff. Where is he? He's kind of alone. So I feel like I could do something stupid. I am going to use Thunder Wave.
Good old Thunderwave.
I don't think it would hurt anybody else.
If you have chromatic orb?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it might hurt. It might hurt Norman. Okay.
From where you are, and it might hurt the ship.
Ah, okay. So you know what? I'm just gonna be an old-fashioned lady, and I'm gonna use my crossbow.
Nothing says love like a long-distance telegram, a little bolt of damage.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna hit it with my hand crossbow. At least I'm gonna try.
I love it. You can roll your attack.
Never mind.
What's your total?
9.
Unfortunately, it flies. Maybe the boat lurched just as you were shooting the crossbow, and it shot wide and zips past Zimmeralian's ear.
Just my luck.
This sounds fishy.
Did you want to do anything else? Do you have any movement or bonus actions, anything like that?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, then we'll go next to Norman on 15.
So heat-related stuff isn't working on Buddy, right?
No,
Is that
it's
what
not
we've
that
learned?
it isn't. That's not true. I just did something cold.
I didn't want to melt the freezing action.
The effects of the...
But there is no official, as far as I understand, he doesn't have frostbite or something. I think it was just cold damage. So I don't think...
Okay.
I suppose I put this in my own head that I might be in a disadvantage if I threw a fireball at him while he was dealing with a frozen ball.
Right.
Yeah,
But
no,
if,
that
let's
makes
say
sense. Okay.
he got hit here with cold, for example, you could be hitting him there with heat, for example. I don't know. DM's making so many faces right now. DM, clarify.
Classic icy hot.
Yes, exactly. The DM is not preferring an opinion on the matter just yet. All you know is cold has seemed to do damage to him. That is it.
In any case, I take out my scimitar and I just straight up charge at him swinging.
Sweet. So drag yourself up. Nice. You can roll your attack.
Here we go. Plus for the scimitar, +8.
That'll hit
So-
for sure.
What's that? 20. Great. D6 plus 5 is the damage, and it looks like a base. So that's 11.
Oof, whack. Okay. You when you swing your sword and it thwacks against his side, it feels like it doesn't, like it embeds into a bone or something, and it doesn't do as much damage as you might think it does. But
Okay.
he does react to being hit, though. He screams more than he has been screaming. So it is
all
pretty
right.
simple effect.
I am going to extra attack. Pardon me. Actually, you know what? I'm going to. I'll try a Searing Arc Strike, which is just spend 2 key points, and then he gets hit with 3d6 worth of damage.
And I think I do a save on that if I remember this correctly.
Or yeah, probably something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Oh, it's Burning Hands, yeah. So, cast Burning Hands spell as a bonus action. Nice.
Yeah, I think I just.
I think he does. I gotta save. Dexterity save. Cool. So, did you do your damage?
No, here we go.
Nice.
Oh, dang. 9.
That's not bad. And you don't really cast spells, so I don't think we've ever calculated your spell save DC, but we'll see what he gets. He gets +2 on this. And that makes it a 13. And your spell save DC is a 13, so he does make his saving throw, taking half of that damage. Which means he takes a total of 4 points damage. So, you burn him, his shards, his scraps of robes that he was wearing up until this point, his tattered robes, have catch fire and fall off of him, and he also winces at the heat that you throw at him.
So he's nude.
Yeah, but it's a real PG kind of nude. Like there are bone shards in his groin area and over his nipple area.
The whole area.
The whole area,
whole
all the
body
areas. Yeah.
Can I extra attack also on top of that?
I think you can, because
I get 2 attacks, and then the other one was like a
bonus
key
attack
point thing.
Yep, do your second attack.
All right, which is, I guess I'll quarterstaff. The scimitar wasn't.
So if you want,
Extra attack's the same weapon.
you have to use the same weapon to extra attack.
Okay, that's fine.
You'd have to spend an action to change your weapons next round.
Got it. Okay, so then that is 10 points.
10. You thud into an extra heavy bone area, like right in his head. It just sort of walks off of his horn, and he looks at you like you are a very small target for him. That he likes the idea of putting some damage on.
Great, cool, awesome. Somebody kill him before he gets a chance to do
Thanks for
that.
taking the heat off there, Norman.
Next is Tergar at 12.
Hello, everybody.
Bernard, can you explain your background for us quickly?
Yes, this is the German 1980s sensation.
No, sorry,
Nina.
Dan, your background. No, Dan, what German sensation?
This is Nina, singer of 99 Luftballon.
Oh.
I just thought that she could bring us to higher places today with a little bit of German mojo.
Now, Dan,
Yeah.
I heard there was a popular misconception with Luftballons in the translation. People say it means balloons, red balloons, but that's not true. What does it actually mean?
It actually is referring to the Great Wheelbarrow Revolution that we know started in the 1950s in Germany in the
Right.
Ruhr Valley. And there was a famous 99 wheelbarrow men that really shook the world with the wheelbarrow invention that we now know made so many things possible, like the CN Tower here in Canada.
Right. So it was like a pronunciation thing.
Oh, totally.
Because 99 wheelbarrow men in German means, it sounds like,
99 Luftballon, which sounds
Very
yeah.
similar.
yeah.
Is it true that they actually came up with the song and Nana just covered it?
They would sing it. She was doing a
Yeah.
cover of
Yeah.
you'd hear
Like
it.
the traditional song they would sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wheelbarrows, yeah.
If you're in 1970s Toronto when they brought in that German crew to finish the CN Tower, you could hear that wafting over Lake Ontario.
I did wonder why there was that statue of like a pile of like golden wheelbarrows at the base of the CN Tower. So that's in reference to the building of the CN Tower.
Yeah,
That's
many
what it
men,
was.
many men and women fell to their deaths while farting shit up.
That is
All right.
so far removed from whatever is happening in
Yeah.
poor old D&D land. I love it.
I am going to start with a movement.
Okay.
So I'm going to move myself here. Oh, yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to cast a Summon Fae.
Oh, classic.
And it's which version there do I have? It's the angry one. I don't have that sheet open right now. My
Yeah.
angry face spirit.
We know he's cool. And I'm going to make it so that Dan can't control him. Create. Boom.
Great.
There's your Fae. I love how he's a little ghosty.
So let's put him there.
Can you put like a heart on him so we know not to hurt him?
I'll put a duck on him. How's that?
No, that's not a heart.
I don't have a heart. You got a duck or
And then
this time?
am I? Yeah,
There.
I'm. Yes. So I can't.
Did you put the Fae into the initiative queue?
I did not. I will give him an initiative. You don't
Okay.
have your initiative.
Thank you. I'm gonna take that out, and then the last thing. I can't do that just yet. I am going to prepare with my bonus action a stone, a magic stone.
Okay.
Actually, wait a minute. Sorry, I'll keep that. I'll keep that.
Okay. So you created a magic stone or a couple of magic stones in your bonus action. So that is a 3rd level spell. So he has 14 armor class and hit points. Your spell casting ability modifier is like +8 or something, right? It's ridiculous.
Are you talking about the magic stone?
No, the Face Spirit, because you want to use him next, right?
Yes.
So
I'm just pulling all my info. I have it just in one of my tabs here.
okay, you can tell me. But anyway, I'm sure you want to attack with him.
I do.
And he's going to use his short sword to attack.
Yes. There we go. Okay. Yeah, his armor class is 12. Hit points are 30. You got that?
Yeah, and you said this is the Furious Fae?
This is Fuming or Furious Fae, yes.
Yeah, okay. So he has advantage on this attack.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
So is he attacking now?
Yeah, on your initiative. So you'll attack, and he gets +3 to hit.
So I do 2 die 20 on this because I have advantage.
That is correct.
All right, so that's 14 plus. What am I adding to that again?
3.
Okay, so 17.
That is a hit.
And then on a hit, I'm rolling.
His
have to get
damage
back into
is
this.
die 6 plus 6, and then another. So it's 2d6 plus 6 is the total.
So that's That's 11 points of damage.
Okay, so your Fae comes up to him and goes and rams at him with impossible anger, and he's wailing away with his little short sword, trying to take him out at the limbs, or I guess the knees. That's what I meant to say. And little chips are coming off, but it doesn't appear that it's doing the least a bit of damage to him.
And this was physical damage?
It is Fae short sword damage, is what it is.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it is now Tandia's go. He is going to lash out and try and grab Norman and the Fae.
Surprise, surprise.
His attacks. So let's see. Do a little brief cap on the old grapple because it's been a while. So he's making strength, athletics, contested by the target's strength. You're going to want to do dexterity plus, like your acrobatics, is what you're going to be wanting to roll. Because I'm sure you don't want to use athletics, strength athletics.
Am I rolling that too?
No. Actually, yes, you are.
12 for me.
At 12, and he is rolling and adding 6 to this.
Phew.
So 4. And what am I adding to this?
Oh, dang.
Yeah, not great
Dexterity.
for Al. Yeah, he can do plus 3.
Plus 3 is what I'm seeing, yeah.
Yeah.
So what did I roll? A 4 there?
I believe you did roll 4.
So that would be 7.
So he literally grabs both of you, and he throws you over the side.
Oh.
So the deal with being grappled is that you can move the opponent your movement. So he is going to use 20. I think you move at half speed. Matt's not on the channel right now. I know that for sure. So he's not here to correct me, which is great. I can do whatever I want. I'm super DM. So yeah, he uses almost all of his movement to chuck Norman and the Fae over the side. So they go kerplunky into the water. We'll deal with that next turn. And does he have anything else? Yeah, he has a little bit of movement left over, which he will use to go here. And that is the end of his turn. So now we are on Jojontron.
Ian, would you indulge me for a moment and just
Please.
correct me if I'm wrong here? I'm just trying to look at the sequence again. This transformation for Tandia happened quite randomly, but as we entered the waters near to where he didn't want to go, is that right?
Yeah, you've been sailing gradually eastward for days. You are on your way to the port of Cyber on the Separate Isle. I believe you wanted to take on more supplies and give the other half of your crew some shore leave, and basically put Poniard as far in your rear view mirror as possible.
And Tandia objected to this point.
Yes, he did not want to go anywhere back the way, like he does not like the idea of going towards Jack Terrigali and his motley crew.
And then at some point, he just burst into this monstrous form.
Indeed. Now, it was coincided by you guys waking up and seeing the mirror-like surface on the sea, the waves of the sea.
And I believe I detected evil.
Yes.
Is that right?
I think you actually might have detected magic, and that's when you found the illusory nature of the magic.
Which was?
That it is literally like magic is divided up into schools, and the
Okay.
school of this one is illusion.
Got it.
Yeah.
Which was the effect on the water.
That's right. And this was
Not Tandia. He's not illusory.
no.
And he's not in a mood to negotiate or discuss his mood right now, right?
Well, as he approaches you with his big horned, hooked talon fingers and bones sticking out of him and everything, and a snarl on his face, you have a pretty good impression that his intention is to do some damage to you, or throw you overboard. Maybe that seems to be in his
And let me
wheelhouse.
get this straight. We've tried various attacks at this point, including short sword and heat, and nothing seems to have actually done the damage that we would expect.
Well, you've had some evidence that damage has been done to him, like
My cold damage did do damage to him.
yeah.
In an expected way.
Yep.
Yeah, like bits of him fell off in icy shards. As well, Norman's attacks did do damage. Like it broke off pieces. That first one broke off pieces of him. The second one did not. The phase attack with his short sword, though, seemed to be ineffectual.
Short sword, okay. Well, I don't think I have any option but to try a thunderous smite. And that will be if I land it, the hit, right?
I believe that is how Thunderous Smite works. Thunderous Smite. Yeah, you got to hit him first, and then you can do some extra thunder damage on him. And if he fails his save, he'll be pushed away from you.
Okay, terrific. So I'm going
Now,
to roll.
You don't have to spend that spell/bonus action if you miss. So it's a
Yep.
bonus action if you hit.
Terrific. Then I will be rolling my public d20 now to see if I hit him with my great sword. $10 plus. Should have had this ready.
It's been a month.
Plus 6, 16.
That is a hit.
Okay.
So
So
you
my
get to-
normal damage is a 2d6 plus 3.
Mhm.
And then my thunderous. Will I do a second roll for the thunderous smite?
You can add them all in
Or-
together if you want.
Okay. So an extra 2d6.
Yeah.
An extra 2d6?
Yeah,
So 4d6?
that's right.
Holy
That's a lot of D.
moly. Plus 3.
That's the big D, as they say.
That's right. 4d. Here we go.
Okay.
13 plus 6. Oh, sorry, 13 plus 3. So 16.
Okay, so that means he's here. Okay. All right. So when you whack him, oh yeah, and he's got to make a strength saving throw or be pushed back, and he gets a. Well, that's pretty good though. He gets 12 total, but I think your spell save, your spell save is 15, so he fails that. So you push him back 10 feet. Whoa. And I don't know if there's anything else to that effect, but that was pretty damn awesome. Jackson, why don't you describe what happened there? That was your effect.
And I did hit him, did take damage.
Yeah, I will say though, when you whack him with your sword, and it's a pretty good hit, it almost feels like it bounced off him. Like it didn't crack a bone, but when you add your thunderous whammy to it, that definitely has an effect. Like his bones vibrate and some of them splash off and fall to the deck along with him.
Okay, so it kind of felt like rubber.
No, it felt like your sword wasn't sharp enough to crack through his bone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It was really hard bone, is what you're saying.
a really hard bone. And I'm going to give him
Got
the duck because that means he's on the ground, prone.
As we know, is a
As we
defining
know.
feature of ducks.
That is what ducks are all about. So, mark off your spell being used. That was your bonus action. Did you want to move or anything?
No, I'm comfortable where I am. I'm happy to be standing next to your Glanda.
Aw, how nice. So you've got Falwis and a couple other deckhands at the poop deck, but they are strangely not interested in participating because this is your deal. Let us go to round 2, back to Nimralian.
I'm gonna do exactly what I did before, if I can.
It's a solid strategy.
So that's 14.
That is a hit.
Oof. So I'll do it again at the, yeah, like I said, exactly the same. So it's going to be level 2.
Okay.
Oh, I was about to roll 4d20. That would be
Aw.
a little too much.
That would be a lot of damage. That doesn't happen yet.
Cool, nice.
Ooh.
Awesome, 20 points of damage.
Oh, I get to make a save on that. Next save.
Huh? Why?
Oh, no, I don't. That's not that kind of spell.
No, it's not.
Forgive me. That doesn't happen at all.
You take that
okay.
damage and you break those bones.
You rolled it fair and square. You totally hit.
I really want the clavicle to break because I know that that's a big deal.
Well, describe it because it totally breaks.
Oh, so like the ice comes in, it's almost like an ice rock that just like hits it and it collapses inward into his chest and like shards of it gets into the flesh and it's just kind of oozing. And now his arm's a little limp because technically the clavicle helps with the stability of the scab.
And he goes "Roar," as you do that too.
So
Movement, bonus action, Petrie.
So I saw when he grappled, he was able to grapple both of them. So if he runs up and tries to grapple Turgar, I'm also within grapple distance.
No, you are up a level. So
Okay, good.
you
Okay.
have to go through Turgar to get you.
Okay, so then Turgar would get an attack of opportunity and da-da-da-da-da.
And yeah.
Okay, cool. No, I'll hold off and feel good about 20 points of damage. That's pretty tight.
That's good. Cool. Let's go to Glenda, also 21.
He's still that far away from us, right? I thought I was under the impression, and that maybe there was no movement on my screen, that he had moved next to Joe John and I.
He did move towards you, and then Joe John used a Thundering Smite, which
Perfect.
pushed him right back.
Okay, terrific.
Unless you're Tandia, which sucked.
Right. Well, I'm not. Okay, then I'm going to try a second time to use my crossbow, because every distant spell I have is a radius, and I don't want to hurt anybody else.
Okay, bring it on.
Unfortunately, because I really think I could rock his shit.
I think that is a hit. Yeah, at this point, you know his armor class is 14 by process of elimination. So yeah, that'll hit him.
Terrific. So it's 1d6 plus 2.
Okay.
So 7 damage.
The crossbow bolt hits him and bounces off.
God damn it.
So what I said before when the DM tried to correct me, physical damage doesn't seem to work. But he needed to clarify that it was only the phase short sword, but I think now we've seen 3 different forms of physical damage that did not work.
Well, for
It's
those
just-
keeping track at home, Al's first attack did damage.
Yeah, but didn't he do a spell save DC for that?
He also did a burning hands effect, a searing arc.
What was it? Was his
And
physical?
that I had to say, it was a scimitar was the first one.
Yeah.
And so the scimitar did work?
Yes.
Okay, 1 point scimitar, 0 point short sword, as well as crossbow, as well as what was the other thing that didn't work? Whatever, Joe John.
Joe John's great sword. Now you do know
Great
that-
sword on its own.
Yeah. You do know that Gnorman's scimitar was an extra special fancy one that you picked off of a goblin.
Goblin, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Goblin
it was magically imbued.
Possibly. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Indeed.
Don't worry, Brooke. I'm on it. The non-magical one has a plan.
Well, speaking of the non-magical one,
I have
that
a
would be.
spell that can. Pardon me. I have a spell that can turn weapons into magic weapons.
Yeah, that could be totally useful.
That could be helpful,
That sounds
right?
perfect, Joe John.
It's called magic weapon.
It's a marvelous spell. Does
a
what
little
it says in the
confusing.
tin. It is now Gnorman's turn.
So I'm in the water.
You're in the water. When you hit that water, it is surprisingly warm. That is also something you noted from your exploratory splash before. It's
I did
November.
pee.
Yeah, you feel the instant urge to pee. But I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please. Because when you hit the water unannounced, you are carrying some heavy stuff, and I want to make sure you are still carrying it.
9 plus Dex is 13.
And is that a... Well, you have a saving throw. So an ability check is different than a saving throw. So on your sheet there, you see what's a +7. So that's what you actually get to add to that in the case of a saving throw.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Got it.
So the total there then is
16.
16.
Yeah.
That beats 15. So you barely keep hold of your scimitar and are treading water with one hand right now.
I've got a slow fall. Did that contribute to that, just out of curiosity?
That's a really good point. Let me remember what slow fall does.
It says I can use my reaction to fall to reduce any falling damage. I mean, I should have done that in that moment, I believe.
That's okay. I wasn't actually going to give you any damage from falling into the water.
Okay.
If you'd fallen onto a rock, then we'd be talking about it. But yeah.
Got it.
Actually, I will say that, yeah, you like literally skid down the side of the boat and managed to splash, with an artful grace into the water. But that also contributes to you holding on to your scimitar.
Okay. So, is getting back onto that boat within the realm of a turn? Like, could I get onto the boat and attack?
Let's see. Have you make an acrobatics check, and if you make it successful, then I'll say that all of your movement is spent getting. Oh, yeah, that'll do
20.
it. Yeah. Do I have a vuvuzela I can whack out here? I'll just use some light applause. That'll be good. So yeah, you totally jump back up onto. Describe how you managed to vault back up on the boat.
So I've got one arm on the rope, one arm on my scimitar. I got a wet, angry Faye next to me in the water. I turn to him and I say, "Hey, buddy, watch this." And I just one arm, Superman position, or Iron Man, I guess, straight into the air. I land on the rail of the ship and then do a front flip down in front of Candia.
Fantastic. So yeah, you're there.
While doing that, I actually sheathe the scimitar because I'm going to unarmed strike him with my bare effing hands.
Okay.
Are your hands magical?
Yes.
Okay.
At my monk level, my unarmed strike counts as magical.
That is pretty awesome.
And so here we go.
Oh my God, you're on. Al, what happened to the old Al a
Yeah.
month ago who couldn't roll for shit?
Well, I did fail a couple times very recently.
Oh, fair. Okay. So yeah, you hit.
So that was the 26.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
D6 plus 4. Looks like.
Oh,
this.
you're rolling an advantage, by the way, because he's prone on the ground. So you
Well,
definitely,
good.
Yeah.
Because there it is. A 1 and a 6. There it is.
Cool. Sorry, you rolled 2 dice. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the first one was a 1, the second one was a 6.
Yeah, sorry. When I said you're rolling an advantage, it's for the attack roll, not for the damage.
Oh, right.
That's okay.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's all
Well,
good.
the first one was a 19, so does that even matter?
Yeah, no, I mean, really. Actually, it does. If you roll a 20, you'd be hitting with a critical hit. So you might as well do that second roll. Yeah, not a 20.
There we go.
You used your 20 so far. But you still hit him. You still did 1 plus something for damage.
5 total points. Hang on, let me double check.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 total points.
Okay. Yeah, your key empowered hands smash. You wallop him in the face, and it takes off a piece of his bony, part, the ridge over top of his eyes. I'm sure Brooke knows anatomically what that's called.
Oops. Then I do it again. Oops. At advantage again.
At advantage again. Yeah.
So the low is 7. Hopefully, the high is nat 20. There we go.
Wait, hold on. Nice. Yeah, appropriate.
And that is another 5 points.
Okay, so the way we roll critical damage now is it's treated as if you normally you roll your damage dice twice, but because we like dramatic things, it's assumed your first roll of the die is at the highest, and then you roll for the second. So that means you get 7 instead of just your because you rolled a 1.
Right. Got it.
Okay. And then you add
4.
4?
So 11.
11. You crack him straight in the noggin, and like his brain pan splits a bit, and if he had eyes, like instead of burning red sockets, they'd probably be spiraling from the damage you just did, which I should probably take down somewhere. Yeah.
By the way, you're referring to the supraorbital notch.
The supraorbital notch has definitely got some extra notches in it from where it's been thwacked. He, though, does have an ability. If he is hit by a critical hit, he gets to immediately make a reactionary melee attack. So why don't we do that? He lashes out with his taloned hand. He's going to roll at disadvantage because he is on the ground attacking you. What's your armor class, Al?
16.
16. He gets 5 on these. 15. It narrowly misses you. It swings by your super occipital area, and you feel the scent of brimstone and the wafting of heat as it passes by you. But he misses you. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Yeah. One more time. Bonus action. One more unarmed strike.
Excellent.
Oops, at advantage, I keep forgetting. So that's a 9 and a 13. So that 13 is a 20.
Okay, that 13 will hit for sure. Now, if you're doing this as a bonus action, I think you're using your key to do that, right? Oh, right. No, it's your ability as a monk. You can do that. You don't.
Yeah, I get an unarmed strike. I get 2 strikes and then an extra attack on top of it.
Gotcha. All right. So, you hit. Do some more damage.
D6 plus 4. Sounds like 6 points.
6 points. You are like using him as a punching bag, basically. And little pieces of bone are flying off of him, and he's sort of howling with pain as you were smashing into him. But he is still moving around. And now we will see what Turgar has to say about that.
So, question,
Yes.
everyone: do you think I should go defensive here, or should I launch more of a very offensive attack?
My vote is offense.
Offense, or he's going to wail on me his next
Christine, J. Joe, any opinion?
As someone who hasn't done a single point of damage, go offense, please.
Okay, all right.
And my vote, I think, is the most important.
Yes.
I'm going to say defense. No, I'm just kidding. Go
gonna
offense,
say,
baby, offense.
Let's
All right.
try and talk it
All
out.
right.
All right. I'm going to cast with a bonus action Fiery Blade.
Okay.
And then I'm going to saunter over here. And I am going to attack. With my Flame Blade, not Fiery Blade.
Yeah.
So
Just to note, it's a
Yeah.
concentration spell.
I
You
know,
cast
so I
it-
lose my Fae.
Okay.
I know that. Yes.
He's in the water flailing away furiously. So
Yeah,
maybe it's
I'll get him back to the land of Nod or wherever he's from. He'll be happy with that, I'm sure.
Okay.
So when I use this to hit, it's a
I believe it counts as a magic weapon.
It does. That's why I was just making sure here. But yeah, so it's just a regular hit, but then different damage, right? So I'm not using the shillelagh, which I would normally use with it. All right, so I'll roll this.
Oh, for crying out loud. Ow!
You guys have switched roles. Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother adding my modifier to that.
I think it'd be a lot to get it to 14. So,
And I use my strength, I guess, on that, right?
It is your. I guess we're looking it up. So
Just for future, if I get a chance to attack again, I might as well know.
it's a melee spell attack. So you add
Oh, it's a
your
spell.
bonus.
Oh, okay, what did I roll there? A 2?
A 2,
That's a 10, so
Yeah.
it's still not good enough.
not a 14. So you miss. Flame arcs across, and you're rolling an advantage because he's still on the ground. So you get to roll another. You get to roll a 20 sider again.
Oh, I do. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there we go.
There you go. That'll hit.
That's like 22 or something.
Yes, definitely a hit. So,
Okay, so
I
this
think
is
you
3 dice 6. Right? It's 3 dice 6.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
rolling
3d6
here.
damage.
Yes. $12 points of damage.
12 points. Okay, you strike down and blast him in the leg, and it lops off.
Oh!
Yeah.
So does that mean he's permanently at disadvantage now? If he's one-legged?
It means his one leg is burning, and
It
then
means
lopped
he's
off.
on his last leg.
Oh. Brooke, it's inspiration for a horrible pun.
Yes!
Dan, does Tergar want to do anything else with his action?
I've used all my bonus movement. I'm not moving anywhere else, so I'm good.
Cool. Then it is now Tandia's turn, and he looks Jojandron square in the face, and I'm gonna stand up, which uses half his movement, and then he's gonna move one step over, which provokes an opportunity attack on from both Tergar and Norman if they choose to use it.
Yes.
Figured. They're no longer attacking at disadvantage or advantage because he has stood up. So we'll go with Tergar first. I'm assuming you want to wallop him with your flame blade.
Yes, so that's just 1 die 20, or is it a damage attack?
Nope, you're using an attack roll. It's a reaction. Oh, goody! A natural 1. This is the first time this has happened. This is great. So I believe the new rule is it prompts an attack from him. So yeah, he's gonna go right back at
That
it.
doesn't even make sense. This was an opportunity attack. He's backs to me.
I did write the rules, but in this case, I'm going to exclaim that I didn't write the rules.
I think it
Jordan.
makes sense.
It's like one of those
An
moments where you
opportunity
like
attack.
step on a stick,
Yeah,
like sneaking up to
exactly.
somebody.
Yeah. You launch
And-
forward and probably impale yourself on one of his spines.
I'm on Tandia's side here.
Let's see what he gets. Oh, he gets a 24. So, yeah. But he only gets 1 attack on you as opposed to his usual 2. And he is doing die 8 plus 3. So you managed to launch yourself at him to attack him and take 5 points of damage in the
That's
process.
awesome. Yeah.
That didn't work out how you wanted. Al, would you like to try your luck at an opportunity attack?
Heck to the yes, I do. Now I can't do, because normally on an attack action I get 2 attack actions.
Yes, this is a reaction, so you only get 1 attack.
Okay, got it. So unarmed. Here we go. Bare hands.
Sweet.
Natural
Oh
20.
my god.
I land every time, but the damage is always minimal. So natural 20, I rolled 1d6. And
Is this your third?
It's just
Today?
his third.
Yeah, then it's like, and I do 5 points of damage. Thank you very much.
Well, you technically when your damage die, you roll it twice, but your first one counts as if it maxed out. So you're doing 6 plus the 4 you rolled plus your bonus.
Right. And that bonus is 4.
So you do 14 points of damage. Okay. You plunge your hand through his chest cavity, and it like spurts out the front, and he looks rather miffed. but he's wobbling as he goes. Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, he looks like he's definitely on his last leg as he hobbles his way towards Jojondaron, his plan unimpinged, it seems. And he tries to grapple onto Jojondaron with both hands. So, Jojondaron, you can...
I'll use my hand deflection spell, which... No, that doesn't exist.
It doesn't
real
exist.
spell.
It's just checking. Is that something I missed? So you can resist this with either athletics or acrobatics, whichever is better for you.
Not wisdom, eh?
Definitely not wisdom.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah,
Okay, I will use my athletics for this one, which is a +3.
excellent. So you roll a 20-sider and add a 3 to that.
Okay. Let me just clear these 4 d6s from my board. There's just so many d6s, this may take me a while.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Oh,
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see that one coming. So yeah, he grabs onto you and holds you close and falls over the side with you.
oh, that's kind of fun. And
And-
I'm quite heavy.
Yeah. So here's a question I was thinking on today, sort of gearing up for this. You have no less than 3 suits of armor.
Yeah,
You've got very heavy plate mail.
yeah.
You've got slightly less heavy chainmail, and you also
Thank
do.
goodness I have that quick release switch.
Shoof, and then a parachute flies off.
Exactly.
You also have from I forget what session it was, but you also have a suit of what's called Mariner's Scale Mail.
Yes.
And the virtue of Mariner's Scale Mail is that it floats. It has little buoyancy bits built into
Yeah.
it. Do you think Jojondaron is decided that he'd be moving into that for this nautical voyage, or do you think he's partial to his super heavy plate mail? You know, does it have nostalgic
I think
family value?
I think there's no question that once Jojonatron stepped onto that boat, he put that Mariner's scale mail in a box and said, maybe I'll use this later. And that's what he was wearing. No, he's wearing the scale mail.
Okay. So you plunge overboard, held fast with the screaming form of Tandia, who feels very warm as bits of him fall off, falling over the side. And you smash through the mirror-like finish of the water into it. Your armor is buoyant, but you're being held by an 8-foot bone demon monstrosity. So you are plunging into the greater depths, and it seems that he is intent on taking you with him. First thing I'd like you to do is make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Dexterity, eh?
Yes.
Okay, I'm a +0 on that.
Indeed. So roll a 20-sider and add 0 to it.
Okay, so
It's
Ooh.
if I add hold on, 1 + 0. Does that actually go down to 0 in that one? I forget. Is that multiplication
that's
or
a
is that-
-0 now.
That's a
Okay.
-0, yeah. Yeah. Let's see what sound effect really suits us here. I think that one is going to be good. So, yeah, your greatsword flies away from your grasp, and you know not where it is. It's somewhere in the water. But your more immediate concern is the air escaping from your lungs as you are held fast with Tandia. I am assuming at this point, everybody on board the ship sort of runs to the side and sees her big splash of Jojondaron and Tandia in the water.
Well, we're not allowed to run until it's our turn.
We are kind of out of initiative order at this point because
Okay, touche.
Yeah.
Because I could try to use my water breathing to protect him from drowning. In that case.
Okay. let me look up water breathing. See, I like it. I like the
Yeah,
thinking
it
behind
grants up to 10 willing creatures I can see within range. They can breathe until like it works for 24 hours, and there's
Yep.
no roll. It's just I go, oh shit, water breathing.
Okay, the problem is its range of 30 feet.
Okay.
So he
But
is
I'm-
current. Yeah, he's also about 30 feet down. Is the other issue?
He's like too deep at this point.
Well, you can run laterally to get to where he's at. You know, be quite close to him this way, but he's down,
And
splooshed under the water.
The boat surely is
Yeah,
10
it's quite tall.
feet off the
So you're
water as
telling
well.
me he's out of range.
If you dove into the water, you could get close enough.
Okay. Well, I suppose I know that he can probably hold his breath for at least a minute, and if needed, I will jump in the water. But I suppose
Okay.
I know that sharks and devilish things are in that water. So
I'd give me a 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000,
and then you're fucked. Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, so Nimrilian thinks about water breathing, goes over to the edge and sees, calculates the distance, and realizes that he's too
Too
far.
far.
Has a think about it. What does Galanda do in this moment? Galanda considers the people in the room around. We'll go to Norman first and then come back. So what does Norman do in this moment?
Well, this is good because we're at our break time anyway. So
We,
Oh.
once we go through this round, I think we'll be
Yes.
at a suspenseful moment.
I like it. So what does Norman want to do?
Oh man. Just trying to look up the range on my what's it called? Searing Arc Strike? Or the one where I hurl like what's the range on that? I don't know. Can you
Yeah. Radiant Bolt.
Radiant Bolt, that's it.
Yeah, 30 feet.
30
is the
feet.
range.
Okay, so same as
Same issue.
but unlike Nim, I'm gonna jump in.
Classic.
I'm gonna just like
He's still soaking
head
wet from
first.
last time.
Yeah,
and he knows the water's fine.
Okay.
So I jump in feet first, like pike position, just to like get as much depth as fast as I can. All the while preparing this radiant bolt that I hurl down upon him.
Okay. Let's have an attack roll. Curious to see what happens here. They are entwined, so you're gonna need to roll super good.
Well, I mean, if there's some collateral damage, so be it. So that is an 8 plus 7, 15.
Okay, that does barely hit. So roll me some damage. Meanwhile, I'm gonna ask Glanda what she might be doing in this situation. And Tarragar can also have a think about what he might be doing.
Yeah, inspiration.
Yeah, I can bardically inspire that who needs it most at the moment.
Tandy is still attached to him, right?
That's right. He's got him in a giant bear hug.
So I could cast Hold Person on Tandia, which would render him paralyzed and unable to continue to hold on to him. It has a 60-foot range.
Does it would probably keep him in his current position though. would
It
paralyze
doesn't
him as
say. It doesn't say he becomes frozen like a stone. It just says he becomes literally paralyzed.
Yeah. It does say that it's can't move or speak.
Yeah, so he wouldn't be able to hold. He wouldn't be able to put pressure on using his limbs to hold him there. Brooke, you're the scientist. If someone is paralyzed, they can't still.
Well, there is something also known as rigor mortis, when if
He's
you're
not
like
dead.
this and then
He's
you're
not dead.
paralyzed. No, but I just mean if he's paralyzed, he now is. Are his muscles contracted, or do his muscles release when you become paralyzed?
I like to think
Okay,
paralyzed means
First things
you're
first. I'll do
jello-y.
some damage from Radiant Bolt because he may or may not be dead at this point.
Touche.
All right, here we go. What's
love
that?
these
Oh.
2 plus 4, that's 6 points.
All right, so that question is settled. He is an ex-Tandia. So now we are talking rigor mortis.
Baboom!
Now he's literally a dead weight. So
Yeah, but rigor mortis doesn't set in right away.
That is true. It
That
does
is-
take time.
that is true. All right, let's go
So
on our
as
break and see how this
Yeah.
excitingly resolves after break time. welcome back. When last we left, poor Jojandaron was plunging to his watery doom. I mean, having a nice swim with the corpse of Tandia, the former bone demon transformer dude.
You know, I went for a swim this morning.
Oh, delightful.
Did?
Were you wearing...
What
At a pool?
The pool.
I wanted to say is while I was still like plunging into the water, attacking Tandia, I wanted to extend my quarterstaff like down to see if I could get within a grabbing distance of Jojandra. If you could reach that.
Nice. Let's have both of you roll and add your dexterity ability, which in Jojandaron's case is a +0. I think we've established that. And we'll see how you roll.
Natural
Okay.
20.
This is where I don't trust North Star. This is where my questions
And so
rise.
my role is to see if I can grab on to.
That's right.
Okay.
Can I also?
I want to know what the fucking odds are of that? Because it's 20 to the power of 4.
Andrew, if that doesn't work, I have another action I'd like to try.
Okay, the plunging of the quarterstaff is on point, but all it manages to do is poke Jojandaron further down into the huddled mess of Tandia.
All right.
Lay it on me, Dan. What is
Okay,
going
so
on?
this is like this stuff that we never use. So I've got a grappling hook,
You do have a grappling hook, that's true.
and it's 4 pounds, so it would go down at a fairly rapid rate.
It would?
If I throw the grappling hook down, and in the general direction of Jojo, maybe he could hold on to that, and I could pull him up.
It's true. I don't know whether you've got it attached to a rope, though.
Well, I can attach it to my 50-foot silken rope.
It's true. All right.
Silken.
I'm going to say it takes
That's
you...
really fancy stuff.
I bought it extra because it's
That's good because
more
I
sturdy.
find so often that I get to like blisters and.
It's true. All right, you're spending your action tying the grappling hook to the rope and getting it ready to hurl.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Jojandaron descends another probably 20. Well, no, his armor
You'd be
is
slowing, I
buoyant.
think.
Yeah, he's
I'm assuming, trying to swim.
Yeah, well, why are we sinking so fast?
because Tandia weighs like 400
He's dead.
pounds.
He can't be holding on to him, Andrew.
That bone
There's
is
no-
so thick and hard.
Okay. Jordan, you can make a athletics roll to escape, and it will not be hard because apparently the body is dead and has no capacity to grab onto whatsoever.
What,
You remember Titanic? The door at the end, and as soon as he dies, he kind of just like lets go.
Fair, yeah. It wasn't a
Okay.
bone demon though.
wait, what changed again?
Tandia is now dead and apparently can exert no force
Okay.
or will upon you. So his inert corpse is now
His,
dragging
like,
you down.
fingers are caught in my
Exactly.
sleeves and things. Okay, so I'll
You're
roll.
struggling to escape, holding on.
Here we go. I rolled very poorly today, and that has not changed.
It's
So
continuing
my
to do.
rolls today have been 2, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, Andrew.
But Al's rolls have been amazing.
Yeah, I've had I
and then
mean,
10.
my damage rolls are bad.
And damage
2,
legit
2,
are
1,
pretty
2,
poor.
and 10 have been my rolls.
All right, that's right at a Rosencrantz and Guildenstern right there. That just doesn't make sense.
It's true. If you
Absurd. It's absurd,
the,
really.
The rule still exists. If you have any doubt in
I have
the
no doubt.
system that is North Star, you have dice now.
have
Feel free to
full
roll them
faith.
in absentia. So yes, you fail to find your way clear of the lumbering corpse that is now encased you in a death embrace, and it drags you ever further downward. Let's see if anybody else wants to do something. You are now about 40 feet below the waves.
Oh my god.
Let's go back to Brooke. Has Nirelian got any great ideas?
Shit. Well, alright, when I'm thinking about a 10-foot, even 10 feet underwater is a lot. Is it? No, it's like, what's the deep end of a pool, y'all?
10 feet.
10 feet?
Yeah,
Okay.
10.
Okay, alright, okay.
10 to 15.
Yeah, right. She can see that no one else is... Everyone's efforts have been challenged.
Well,
Uh,
Tergar is doing something fancy with a grappling hook and rope.
And so is he slowly going up? Is that the verdict?
No, he is slowly going down.
Still.
The
Yes.
grappling hook hasn't been shot yet.
Oh, yes, the grappling hook's not been
Oh.
I had to spend my action tying the rope to the grappling hook.
Jesus.
And Joe John still has negative buoyancy, so like even though
he still
nobody's
does.
hanging on.
Yeah. His suit of armor does make him buoyant, but it is not enough buoyancy to counteract the dead weight of.
And he
Tanya's
cannot
body.
swim? Have we also all decided he cannot swim up?
It's just not helping, and I'm also farting, and my butt is pointed towards the surface, and so I'm kind of like
He's pooping his way
blasting
down.
myself down.
Yeah.
I guess
No.
All right,
gassy when I'm
fine. I'll
nervous.
jump in the water.
Go, John, clench it for once in your damn life.
Bim will jump in and try to dive down 10 feet so that she can use her thing.
Cool. And all us other folks in the water would get the benefit of that, right?
Correct. We all would.
Sweet.
Small point.
Norman wanted to do some snorkeling later, so
There's a verbal spell component. You need to utter some. You need to utter some words
I'm sorry.
of magic.
You can speak underwater. It's just challenging to hear what is being said.
that's a great point.
That's a good point. All right. Yeah, sure. You know what? In the interest of
Andrew-
moving this along,
Andrew, in the
Yeah.
vacuum of space, sure, that or your argument would hold. Underwater, it's just different.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a sound. Yeah, I mean, what is speaking, really?
Rats make noise, you just can't hear it because their necks are so long. But they're
We are
still-
going to some wonderful philosophical corners tonight, and in the interest of moving the plot along, I mean, I don't want Joe Jondron to die in a death embrace either. So yeah.
All right, cool. She dives.
Okay, she is also in the water, splishing and splashing, casts the spell, and let's say that he's at 29 feet away from you, and both Norman and Joe Jondron and
Pretty much casts
Really?
it on the whole crew because it can be up to 10
Right.
folks, and it's good for a day in case this happens again, y'all.
perfect. So let's move you there.
Mark that off. My
All right, so you are now breathing water when once you were beginning to gurgle and gaggle before there, Jordan.
And I was on my literal last breath there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And,
So-
I grow gills and everything.
It doesn't
see
indicate, but I
here.
like the idea of it. Yeah. Let's say that Terragar manages to get his grappling hook in the water and pushes it onto, manages to fish him up a Tandia corpse, and with some help with the crew, you were able to pull up both Dojandron and Tandia's corpse.
Well, hold on. I never said I wanted to come up.
That's true. I don't make me put words in your mouth.
There's a beautiful mermaid down here. Maybe I can follow her down to her village. No, I'll come up, of course.
Excellent. So, sputtering and dripping, you pull yourself back up on board the Lazy Sheepbach. As you pull the corpse of Tandia back up onto the boat, it has started to fall into pieces. So, by the time it is on the deck, it is not but kind of a broken rib cage with some black ichor flowing out from it. It is a very large example of it, though, and there are some bony protrusions sticking out of it.
Do we want to divide up his body parts equally for souvenirs, or
Yeah, I think that's fair.
you know we could? Okay. So Andrew, just so you know,
Good.
yeah, I would like a rib.
You have one. It's sticky and kind of warm to the touch.
All right.
So yeah, the crew is looking around at what's just happened here with kind of disbelief and shock. But this all happened in 2-3 rounds, so less than a minute all this transpired. So they're kind of in a state of shock. You collect yourselves. Is there anything?
You're gonna say, is there anything?
Is there anything else you would like to do at this point? Yeah.
Well, I would like to know if my great sword is gone forever.
It did not come up with you.
That's a good thing. The great sword was what Grazit was going to try to use to make you kill your brother in my dream. So it's for the better.
Really?
Yeah, it's for the better that that's gone.
Okay. Well, what do I have left as my? I can look at this later, but do I have a knife or anything? No, it doesn't look like I do.
You have your javelin?
I believe you have a blowgun with some darts.
Javelin and blowgun. I think that's all I have. I thought I had a little.
I can give you. I've got just to let you know, I've got a long sword and a long bow. They're just kind of shite. They're just 1d8, but just to let you know, I have them.
Yeah, we'll have to figure some kind of arrangement.
If you use that long sword with 2 hands, it gives you a die 10 of damage. So.
Well, I'm gonna change that then.
But if you use it with just 1 hand, then it's a die 8.
Why would I ever use it with one
I don't
hand?
know why, but I have a club. Hey, that sounds pretty exciting. Why do I still have a club?
Is it possible you use it with your shillelagh?
No, because I have a quarterstaff for that now.
Right. Well, you got yourself a club. Who doesn't want a club? Joe John has a moment. He remembers when he got that great sword. It was a gift from his father. He said, son, you always need a man's weapon to protect yourself in this world.
We hear
Always.
Sarah McLachlan playing while these memories take place.
Oh, wait, is that her?
I will remember you.
There we go.
Nice.
You remember me.
It's like a montage of different images of the sword with different backgrounds. It's like the same picture of the sword, but just the background keeps changing.
I want to also see a montage of all the various tests that have been accomplished with this sword.
Change it to
It's true. Will things ever be the same?
We'll miss you, Swordy.
Swordy.
Jordan, I can
Yeah.
also give you. I have a pair of manacles that I'm not using. I don't know.
Those are man testicles.
That have been calcified and it can be used to incarcerate people with.
Okay, great.
Manticles?
I will take the long sword from Nemoralian if she's still offering it.
She's gone conspicuously silent, but she
Also,
did.
if you need, I've got.
mention it.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
My
I'll give it
scimitar
to you.
also.
You want my longsword?
Yeah, I'll take it for now. But once
Nah,
we get
keep
back
it.
to some sort of marketplace, I'll buy.
Yeah, you can use it
really
to sell
nice
it for
myself.
something better.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, Falworth comes over and says, "Well, I guess that's one less mouth to feed, at least."
Whoa!
Whoa!
That was a
Harsh.
man's life, Saul.
That, yeah. And thanks so much for all the support.
Yeah, we really appreciate everything you did in that last minute and a half.
Also,
Yeah.
sick burn.
He says, "Well, I was taken off guard to see all that happen. It's not
It
something
was
I
pretty
see every
weird,
day."
wasn't it? Yeah, that was.
Are
weird.
your men equipped to potentially defend this ship if it were under attack, Captain?
Yeah, we'll be able to defend against borders, sure, but we're not soldiers, we're sailors.
Okay, but that was a moment of defending the ship, just a heads up.
Yeah,
Right.
if
Well,
that happens again, mark that as experience that you've had for that situation. I think it said
right.
That's happened now, so now we know how to. Now we're prepared.
Now you understand what defending the ship looks like.
It looks
But
like
I mean, also, magic was at play. I don't know how much magical ability the crew
Well,
has.
they didn't know that.
But I mean, to the point that they could be successful. I don't know how much. Just
Yeah,
like
not this time. but
I
next time.
I wanted them to fling their bodies at it. I mean, we paid 500 mother effing pieces of gold to
All right.
show our support. They did diddly squat just now.
Fair enough.
Admittedly,
Like,
they had about 30
they
seconds
didn't even
to
throw
act,
over like a little life
preserver.
preserver when they saw the people. They're like, gosh, you know, I'm not really feeling a lot of loyalty here.
Are these guys first aid trained?
No. It's kind of a catch as catch can scenario with them, you know.
they're at least third aid trained.
Yeah, definitely. So there's some mutterings that go on at this point. They Andy's saying now it's time to negotiate a discount. There's some mutterings on this strange encounter that you just had. Nobody got to know Tandia so much. You were the only ones that really talked to him. You and Mary St. Clair, I think is her name. She kept watch over him. But yeah, this basically the rumor mill immediately ignites on the ship, and people start talking about the crazy thing that happened. This magnificent fight.
And how heroic they were.
They do give you props for defeating it. You know, they feel more confident and comfortable that you're there, but they're not super happy that this happened at all.
Oh, I forgot that I could have turned into a shark.
It's true.
Oh man, I could have gone to get you as a shark.
It's been a month. You know these things.
Well, I got to use my grappling hook.
It's true. All right. So
I got to punch like clean through a torso.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Geez,
Yeah.
Al, you have been on fire there. It's crazy. So the days wear on as you continue to sail towards Sibar.
So we've long rested here, then I guess.
You do have a long rest.
Okay.
Your well, before I say that, you all need to make good old wisdom saving throw. Tell me if you succeed. If you fail this one, you do not get your long rest because of troubled dreams.
All right. Well,
Al's-
I'm gonna use my final portent of 11, which is +6 wisdom saving throw, so I get 17.
you make it.
Sweet. I just have a feeling I'm going to sleep very well tonight. Ooh.
5 for me.
I had a troubling sleep.
You had a very troubling sleep,
24 for me. Is that good?
and no problem for you.
And a 10 for me.
Okay, so let's recap on these. These were very interesting rolls. Okay, Brooke rolling just cause I love
No,
it.
those are my portents for tomorrow.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so Tergar has a very untroubled sleep, and
Well, the greatsword's gone, so now I can rest easy.
that's right, future security. Jojonderon continues to have dreams where he feels like Alana is kind of disappointed in him, ignoring him. But it's not like overt. It's more like just that thing where she knows that you're there but doesn't want to talk to you, and it's not clear why. Norman begins having these dreams, and you maybe have talked about this on the way, but up until this point, he really hasn't been having the same negative sleep as the rest of you all. Hasn't been clear why this is. But now he seems to start having these dreams, and they're dreams of eating and drinking, but the food is without taste, and it doesn't. The drinks are sour. It's in the midst of a great party or something, but for whatever reason, it's not enjoyable. Like everything that this bounty of food that is in front of you is it's sour and tasteless.
Sour beers? Not
That's
good.
a nightmare.
Why
Yeah.
are they so popular? Sour beers are gross.
And Glonda has a dream where she has lost her voice. And when you wake up, you find that you can sort of squeak out some words, but your voice isn't gone, but it feels like you've got a really raw throat.
Oh no, I'm a regular everyday Ariel.
Cool. So, long rests for Tergar and Nimralian, but no long rests for everyone else, unfortunately.
Even me?
Short rest.
Even you can do short rests, yeah,
Rats.
if you want.
It's okay, I
to
literally didn't use any.
Even JoJo, Andrew.
Jojo. Sorry, what was your? You got it rolled a 7. What's your wisdom
10.
bonus?
I rolled 10 total.
10 total. Yeah, not enough, unfortunately.
Wow.
So what was his dream? Oh, right, the Alona. Yeah,
The Alana thing,
being
yeah.
mad.
So I don't get. We don't get to get our
The
spell,
spell
back?
slots and your hit points back. Yeah.
Rats.
Yeah.
Well, I
Now-
don't think I actually lost any hit points, did I, Andrew? We didn't.
No,
I don't think you actually ended up taking any damage.
only Turgar did.
Yeah. And he's got a scratch.
Jeez Louise.
So as the day goes on, you can see that the crew is having similar. These dreams are starting to plague the crew as well.
Aw.
Everyone's got bags under their eyes, and their skin starts looking sallow. Morale is quite low. They're complaining of bad dreams they can't remember.
They can't remember it, eh? So we can't even do like a round table.
Well, I was gonna say, have we kind of told them what we know about Grazit and what we think's happening? Have we like talked about if we should or what? I mean, they obviously seem like simpletons, so I
They're-
don't.
They're just here to man the boat. I
Yeah.
don't think.
Okay.
I don't think you have. You might have. I don't think you've even told Fallis. You've told
Yeah,
them
like
like
I just
you're
think
going
about
after
what
your
purpose
ship.
there would be. Like we tried to tell them a little bit about our experience on the island, the evil, and they were just kind of like, yeah, whatever. We still want a shore leave. Like they just their wants and needs are very survivalistic.
I didn't get the sense that that the captain wanted to know. He seems to be the kind of character that's just interested in doing his job and focusing on what he
Yeah.
can control.
Because I remember once we're like, shouldn't we tell the crew? And he's like, miss, but if we don't, they're gonna get all up in a tizzy. So
I'm
whatever.
not sure that's the accent though.
I don't know. That's a good idea. It'll get up in a tizzy.
Brill, yeah, excellent.
Brooke, can you do one of the nights he gets a little bit drunk and starts singing sea shanties? Could you do one of them for us? please?
Right. Yeah, sure. Your heart is what you do with a drunken is heaven bed, and you put it in the shop with the captain's stuff.
Well done.
That's good. I liked it. You've already got inspiration though, so I can't give you two.
Classically trained.
Yeah. So on the first of all, the wind is with you, but I would like Christine. I would like to have Blonda make a sailing check. That is to see how well she can help everybody sail as fast. It indicates how quickly you're going to. Now, what is that, you ask? It is, in fact, just a 20-sided. It's a charisma ability check, but you get to add your proficiency bonus to it.
My charisma's a +5. So just a 9?
Yeah, and your proficiency, I think, is +3 at this level.
3, yeah.
Yeah, so that's 12. So, yeah, you are probably... Oh, you know what it is? It's your crackly voice. You're not able to get your commands
I
out.
can't say, hoist the mainsails!
How does it actually come out? So it takes you 3 days of transit in these pretty awful conditions. Like the wind is good, the weather is fine. It is unseasonably warm for this time of year.
Sorry, can I ask where are we heading right now?
You are heading to Cyber, which is on the Sybarit Isle. It is the here. I'll take us back to
Great.
good old Javin Bay.
I think I missed that in the
Yeah.
last game.
That's possible. You guys had decided you were going to go to the next and only port that leads you to within striking distance of where you think. Update. That'll get is where you need to be. So you're that boat there. That's right.
Oh, that island in the
Yeah.
southeast there?
And then you're going towards southeast. So
Yeah.
So it's around 75 miles from where you were, where you've just had this encounter. Normally that's about 3 days of sailing. If Glonda had rolled super duper well, it would have only taken you 2 days. She didn't roll super duper well, so it takes you 3 days of sailing to get there. And it's hard going. It's, as I say, the conditions are good, but unfortunately crew morale continues to suffer. And as and the sun beats down upon you, there's no rain, there's some cloud, but not enough. Like, you guys, unless you find shade, well, the crew certainly, has to work, so they start getting sunburns. You guys probably don't, because, you're high-paying customers. And I would like Norman to roll and add your perception for me, please.
Sure thing. All right. Perception is going to look like this.
Crap.
19 plus 2, 21.
Yeah, continuing the crazy good streak. So one night when you are down in the cabin where you have been taking your sleep, probably have a nice little hammock, and you hear what sounds like the sound of, you're not sure whether it is the tinkling of small bells or the sound of weeping. It's something between those two, and it seems to be coming from your pack.
Okay.
Norman's pack?
Yep.
Okay.
What are you gonna do, Norman?
What's in my pack? Let me take a little peek-see. I don't know, dude. Like, I open my pack. What do I see? What's there? What's going on?
Well, you look in your pack and you start rooting around. Everything you expect to be in there is in there. But when you get up to your folded red sash, you are convinced this is where that sound is coming from.
It's that damn red sash.
That
Okay.
sash was real? I thought that was a joke.
No, it was actually real.
So
Are we and are any of us around, are any of us observing this, or is this just him?
I would say for right now it's just him. Everybody else
All right,
is
well,
out there
I'm gonna
doing.
mute
doing
my
stupid
mic
things.
then. This is none of my business.
Okay.
So I pull that sash out and I put my ear right up to it to like give a good listen, and I'm for sure hearing it coming from.
Yep, it's definitely that. And actually, as you sort of lift it up, you sort of almost hear an intake of breath, and it stops. But it feels slightly heavier than you're used to, and there's some kind of form in there.
There's a form in the sash.
Yeah.
I slowly put it on, and does
Okay.
the sounds? Does anything change?
Well, as you unroll it to sort of getting into a method, like a way that you can put it on, you sort of open it up, and out flops a very small, like Barbie doll sized. It's one of these pixies that you had seen on Oak Island. Remember, you had your thimble wine induced fever dream. Well, it appears that I love how there's a ghost behind Dan right now. Just the head is there. So and she is looking at you from, like, she's fallen into your pack, and she like looks up at you with big wide eyes, and tears seem to be still on her face.
Hey, buddy.
She sort of,
What's going on?
she kind of cowers down a little bit more, and she says, It was so nice up until now. Now it's not nice.
It was nice in my bag for like, how long have we been at sea? Like,
At least 3 weeks now, yeah.
until now, eh? Okay.
She looks at you like, I haven't always been in your bag.
Right. Okay. Well, you don't have to be in the bag right now. Like, just what's the deal? What do you want? What's going on?
Well, I was going on an adventure with you. I was going to keep you safe. We were going to have fun, and she then sort of has that really bashful look, and she says, but it's never a really good time to come out and say hi, and it's been weird being in this place, and then I just wanted to hide, and then all these.
Hey, listen, that's cool. I get it. But hey, man, cat's out of the bag, so to speak. So,
Nice.
You're so don't worry about the past. Past the past, but you're here now, and so you're here to help me.
Well, yeah, of course. We're gonna have all sorts of adventures. And she like jumps out of the bag, and her little wings start flipping at a hummingbird's rate, and she flies around the room. And as she goes, like candles burst into sparks and illuminate. And she comes around to land on your shoulder, and she says, "But this is a really dangerous place. You know that, right? Like, this is really dangerous."
Yeah, I mean, did you not see us like totally have to fight and murder that bony giant guy?
No, I was hiding in here at the time. It sounds really bad, though.
Yeah, so we understand that it's dangerous, but is there anything specific that we should know about that maybe we might not be able to figure out on our own?
Nicely played. So she says, well, something's been trying to give you really bad dreams, and I've kind of been keeping them at bay for you, but as we get closer to whatever it is, it's harder and harder to do, and I can't even keep these bad dreams away from me now.
Do you know where they're coming from, or what might be causing all of this?
She looks left, she looks right, she looks at you and says, evil.
Yeah, no shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. But I first, thank you for trying to keep this evil away from me. Even though I was not aware of that, I do appreciate it. I appreciate you.
She blushes at these castaway compliments.
And so, given you've been doing this without my knowledge, now that I do know, is there anything that I or any member of the ship could do to aid you in warding off this particular type of evil?
She looks around and goes, turn around. Let's go home. This is not a fun adventure anymore.
Okay. Cool. I can certainly talk to the captain about that. I mean, I'm pals with the captain. I don't know if you knew that, but
oh, you're really important. Yeah, I know.
But I do know that even though our safety may be at risk, we are on a mission. We have acknowledged that we may face trials and tribulations on this mission. So that said, do you know of anything that may be used at our advantage should we encounter this evil in a more direct manner?
She sort of gives a think to that and goes, well, if I had some more fairy wine with me, we could maybe be very, very drunk through all of it. But I don't think that would probably help a lot. No, I mean, this is an adventure. This is a very important mission that you're on, and sometimes you just have to face evil. So I think that you just have to recognize that it's a lie. It's a lie, the things that are happening. They're bad dreams. They're not real. You just have to know that they're not real.
Okay, that's good to know. It's the dreams are just deliberate. Are they deliberately trying to put us off course, or
He's having
discourage
fun.
us?
He's having fun with you. That's what I see.
Okay.
He's having his fun.
Geez, this conversation with the fairy's better than my level 4 divinity spell. You're getting more intel. Love it. Love the random retcon of the fairy. Here for it.
Hey, so first, I thank you for this. This is all very helpful information. I hate to break it to you, but it is very unlikely we will be able to turn back at this point. Though I do understand, and I appreciate that you care for our safety, but this is a little something bigger than me, certainly.
She looks very. Her normally buoyant face takes a stern look to it, and she draws her pixie-sized sword, which is probably about the size of a pin, and she says, "Well, if we're in danger, I'll fight this danger with you."
Can you, and forgive me if we've met before, can you tell me your name?
She says, "Oh, I didn't tell you my name before, but I'll tell you now. It's Yellow Bells."
Yellow Bells. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being here. And you are welcome to stay close to me, and I will make sure we get through whatever happens together.
She says, "All right, Norman, let's do it." And she hoists her sword up in a really defiant manner.
Do it, Yellow Bells.
Huzzah! Yeah. So, at which point she begins to tell you all the things about Oak Island that were really great that you can't get here. Do you share any of that with the rest of your party?
Oh yeah, I totally do. I'll ask Yellow Bell's permission. It's like, hey, is this now that you and I are close, and I'll certainly vouch for you. Is it cool if I share your presence with everybody else?
She sort of thinks about it and goes, "Well, all right, because we're on a mission together."
Right, and good, and it's important that we're a team as we're on this mission. So thank you. I promise that I will keep you close by. Thanks for your help, and I hope to return the favor. So I do tell the rest of the gang, hey, guess who I found? YB is going to help us out in whatever way they can.
Imagine you all are taking a meal at this point when Norman comes up with his new bud on his shoulder. She's wearing 2 strategically placed fig leaves. She's got hummingbird wings. She's about 6 inches tall and also has a scabbard at her side with a pixie-sized sword. And
I think this is a perfect cameo opportunity for Tim Anderson.
The door is open.
Where did you pick this fairy up from?
Hey, I found Yellow Bells in my pack, mixed in with, among other things, this red sash that you may see me wearing again right now.
Oh, there's a red sash again.
Mysterious red sash.
Is she from when you made friends with those fairy folk on the Druid Island there? Yeah.
Yeah, your eyes are good when when I climb through that knot in a tree to go frolic and whatnot. Yeah, this is one of those Oak Island fairy folk. Yellow Bells.
She looks at Turgar with a really sidelong glance of, "Do I like you? I'm not sure if I like you."
Look, Yellow Bells, I was just wondering if we could maybe chat a little bit about that druid that lives on that island with you guys. She a friend of yours?
Oh yes, she's the keeper of Oak Isle. She's She's very important.
And she's good.
Oh, very.
Okay.
She's strong and just, and she's wise.
She's kind.
Very kind.
She treats you well.
She leaves us alone.
Well, okay. Okay.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. That helps.
Lady Tolliver is who we're talking about here. Is that right?
Yes, the very same.
The very same. Okay. Thank you, Yellow Bell. Just so you know, my name is Terragar the Wanderer. I can change into a whole bunch of different things, like sharks,
Wow. She
giant
looks,
brown spotted lizards, bears, wolves, a lot.
yeah. She looks mildly interested, and as you sort of as you name off these creatures, she casts some dust from her hands, and you see floating sort of phantasmal versions of them. So like a shark flies through the air, and a bear sort of lumbers along the ground.
Moles, chipmunks, budgies, not with broken wings. Ants, spiders, snakes.
She seems to have a lot of pixie dust for this display. Yeah. All right, the ship lumbers on towards Sybaret Isle, and eventually the call of land ho comes up from the crow's nest. And indeed, the island is visible off to the southeast. And you get closer and closer to the isle. The crew, what morale is left on board? They seem to be, it seems to be reclaimed as they see a port city coming, or port town in this case, getting closer and closer. And indeed, you see one other large ship is docked on the main wharf. Followus has told you on your way up that Cyber is a small town, probably around 500 to 600 people live here. It's not at all like Ponyard. They just don't have the same industrial base, so everybody either fishes or runs a farm. They're kind of self-sufficient. And the governor here is a man named Kel Imel. And, it's she, Kel Imel. And she has run this place for about 20 years. So as you approach, you see that there is a collection of people lining the wharf, seemingly watching your ship as it approaches.
Where is this town in that island?
It is right on the west side there. It's called Cyber. And I will move your little boat ski up close to it. Boom.
Is it showing up on the map? Am I just not seeing it?
It may have moved for you now. Oh, dang it. Ding.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and as you... Followus starts sort of looking at this, and his eyebrows furrow and goes, not sure I like the look of this.
Mm-mm.
But he turns to you and says, we still going in there? It seems to be quite the reception they're giving us.
Why do you not like the look of it?
Well, it's a working town. Normally people don't stop everything they're doing for an arrival.
How far out are we?
You're about 500 feet. Enough that you can discern people on the wharf.
Do they appear to be in a defensive posture? Are there weapons? Are they...
I choose you, Petrie.
Yes.
Whip! Petrie flies out, and through Nimralian's eyes, you can see... no, they are not armed. Actually, there are a few people that you would call them the local constabulary. They're wearing weapons, but it's not a defensive thing. They're not sitting there waiting to shoot bows at you and such. It's the ghostly dog that I love.
You know.
So, in fact, through Petrie's eyes, you can see that the looks on the faces of these people, these poor, not well clothed. There are a couple of more well clothed, but for the most part, people that live here are not prosperous. But the looks on their faces are, you would say, highly excited. Like, picture the faces in the crowd when the Beatles landed in the 60s, like to any major North American city. Like they are just on tenterhooks for this boat's arrival, and just in a really, really happy mood.
And the captain said they don't. Has he been to this port before?
Yes, he has.
And he said this is not a usual response to.
It is right. That is right. Normally, people are just doing their thing. The ship comes up. You know, you'll be greeted by the dock officials, but.
Okay, well, it might make sense then to. You know, if is he creeped out by this? Is he just like, oh, whatever, let's like my boys will be fine, or is he like we should investigate? This is his crew.
Yeah, he's. You're calling it creeped out? That's a good way of putting it. He's like, this just is not normal. Like, if you tell him that they look totally happy and excited for you guys to be there, he's also like, I'd almost prefer that they had arms ready. That would be more understandable. This I don't know.
Would you feel your crew to be safe if we docked here? Or shall we send out a small party to investigate their excitement before the crew members potentially enter the island and its people?
It's not a bad idea. Keep the ship at a distance. Could take a launch over.
All right. My vote's there. Forgot that Nimralian's supposed to have an accent this entire time.
Retcon all of that stuff that we had before.
Whoops.
Okay, so you weigh anchor, get into the launch, and paddle over. And
Can the captain come with?
yeah, he'll come with, sure.
Okay, good. He's
You can
coming
fit
right
10
now.
people into the boat, so he'll go and he'll bring some of the more burly lads with him, perhaps.
All of us will go, and then Mopey and Dopey and the captain.
Excellent
I think
choices.
we should probably leave Mopey. He's been through a lot.
Okay, just
He's a
Dopey.
liability.
Yeah, why don't we bring
Maybe St. Clair should come because
Yeah,
she missed
Denise
out
is-
last time.
Denise is pretty. Let's bring Denise St. Clair, Dimitri, and the captain, and then us.
Excellent. Okay, so you guys paddle the boat up, and as the boat sort of gets within distance, applause and whooping cheers go up in the crowd,
Right?
and hands reach out at the when you cast your line to be received, and they are falling over themselves to be the first to tie up your boat and offer you hands to bring you on onto the dock.
People, what is this excitement for? We are mere travelers. Explain yourselves.
The excitement takes a while to sort of get any order set to. The best dressed woman, she's clearly wearing probably a fashion which is 10 to 15 years out of date, but they're good duds. She's a woman of means, and you suspect that this is Cal Mel, the governor of the joint. She says, "We have been awaiting you. Messages were given that you would be coming."
By whom?
And who are we?
Why, you are the anointed ones. Please, won't you join us?
Oh.
I think that's a cliffhanger.
I think that's a pretty great cliffhanger right there.
I think we should just go another 2 minutes just to better understand the situation. Then,
You don't want to wait 2 weeks to find out what that...
no, let's do it. Cliffhanger. I love it.
Excellent. And the crowd... Oh, I could probably throw some marvelous sound effects of applause here. Do we have... there we go. Nice. So that's concert applause. Not really applicable, but I like it. So yeah, they continue to hoot and holler as you lumber up onto the wharf,
Hoot.
and we'll...
And holler?
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Okay.
Big deal. Well, that'll end it for us tonight. Any parting shots before we sign off for the evening, folks?
Dan, have you seen Cabin Boy?
Yes, I have.
I've never seen it. It's always been just on my list.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah, I bet.
Okay, that's your homework, everybody. Watch Cabin Boy, report back. I just saw Andy's note here where he's saying after, I think this was after you were sort of lambasting him about not participating, and he said he was just quiet quitting after getting his gold. So, yeah, maybe. He's been through a lot. Come on, y'all.
Sure, don't blame him.
Yeah.
Cool. See you next time.
See you in 2 weeks, everybody.